सावित्रीबाई फुले पुणे विद्यापीठाच्या 124व्या पदवी प्रदान समारंभ प्रसंगी माननीय डॉक्टर TG सीताराम अध्यक्ष अखिल भारतीय तंत्रशिक्षण परिषद हे दीक्षांत भाषण करतील व आपणा सर्वांना मार्गदर्शन करतील अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करतो.
Namaskar. Very good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Suresh Goswami, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Parag Kalkar, Professor Vijay Khare, Professor Mahesh Kakde, all the members of the Academic Council, all the members of the Management Council, members of the Senate, esteemed deans and faculty members, Registrar, Director of the Board of Examination and Evaluation, my dear students and their proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to all of you. I am overwhelmed with joy as I stand before such a distinguished personalities and young talent at the prestigious Savitribai Phule Pune University, where many Indian visionary leaders have marked their presence and delivered their convocation address to the graduating students. I am deeply honored to be here today as the chief guest of this convocation and delighted to share my thoughts. Before I begin my speech, let me congratulate all the graduating students of 2024 batch and more importantly, the gold medal winners of today. We are very proud of you and we're very happy to know that all of you have received degrees today, and congratulations to all your proud parents as well. Convocation is not just a celebration for the students. So I could see all the administrative persons of the Savitribai Phule University is also very happy and join very enthusiastically to congratulate all of you. It's a joyous occasion for the parents as well, and definitely for all our teachers. These individuals, particularly the parents and the teachers of the university, have invested significant time and effort in preparing all of you who have graduated today. They have imparted you the valuable skills, ensuring that you are ready for the professional world. Your parents and faculty members truly deserve a heartfelt appreciation from each one of you and also from my side for their unwavering support and guidance throughout your academic journey. Furthermore, being a graduate of a Savitribai Phule University is a significant achievement for each one of you and a source of immense pride. Your academic journey at this esteemed institution is a testament to your comprehensive learning, experiences, and educational prowess. As you may know, Savitribai Phule University is renowned as the Oxford of the East. Just imagine the level of respect and admiration this university commands. I understand they have completed 75 years last year, and this is the 124th Convocation ceremony of the Savitribai Phule Pune University. Friends, we are actually celebrating the National Education Policy 2020, the 4th year celebrations, because July 29th of 2020, we brought the national education policy. This aims to transform the higher education system, of course, school education as well. Particularly, I would like to emphasize on research and innovation activities at Indian universities. And all of you might know, just on this month, or just on June 29th of 2024, Anusandhan National Research Foundation, which is attempting to increase the funding opportunities, for that, a new governing board was announced on June 29th of this month, just a week back, not even 3 days back, which is headed by the Prime Minister of India, and which will have 15 very distinguished academicians and administrators and secretaries across the education fraternity. There is also a 16-member executive council, which was announced on the June 29th, for distributing 50,000 crores for the research and innovation activities in the next 5 years. And all of you know that Science and Engineering Research Board is dissolved or is subsumed into this ANRF activity. So this is a golden time for research and innovation in our nation. Friends, research and innovation in Indian higher education is evolving in an exponential way. Let me tell you a small story how this research and innovation have transformed in Indian higher education system. All of you know that Indian Institute of Technologies, particularly in the technological areas, was started in 1951 with IIT Kharagpur. And up to 61, there were 5 IITs. And then the 6th IIT was born in Guwahati, where I was the director, in 1994. Friends, note that all these today called to be a multidisciplinary research universities were basically elite engineering colleges. There were no research in those institutions even until 2003. There was a survey or a paper in Current Science has come where very clearly they started counting how many research publications of significance are brought by these institutions. In 2003, there were 7 IITs, but all of them put together was much, much less than one Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, where I was a professor for the last 30 years. But in the last 20 years, from 2003 to 2023, lot of water has flown in this sector of research and innovation at higher education institutions. Many universities, including Savitribai, Phule universities, have contributed extensively, and today we are known to be the force to reckon with in this area. India is actually recognized highly in research and innovation. Today, IIT Madras alone has, in the top NIRF ranking, crossed Indian Institute of Science in terms of publications. The 20 years is a lot of work has happened in India in the research and innovation, whether it's in basic science, applied sciences, technology, and other areas, including management. Friends, we have to look at now how the research and innovation ecosystem is growing in India. Through R&D, we should develop new products and services that drive the growth, create jobs, and improve the national welfare. Research and development is the backbone of globally competitive, knowledge-driven economy. It's very, very important for a nation to have a very strong research and innovation ecosystem. So investing in research and development ensures high market participations. We have seen, and our government has realized and put this ANRF into act. research and innovation rules the future of work in all sectors in the coming decades. Friends, I'm very glad to share India is among the top 4 countries in terms of research papers and citations today. It is also among the top 4 countries in the world in producing number of PhDs, and particularly in the STEM areas. We are also among the top 4 countries in terms of patent filings. A lot of emphasis on innovation and intellectual property right has been put in the last few years. And today, India is ranked 40th, showing a consistent improvement in innovation capabilities. It has jumped from 81 to 40 in the rank of, particularly in ICT services, research and development, and many other areas. India is also the 3rd largest ecosystem, startup ecosystem in the world. And you all know that more than 125,000 startups have been initiated. And out of that, 125 startups have become unicorns, attracting more than 500 billion combined valuation of Indian startups, which is very significant amount of wealth, and particularly 1/4 of that has flowed from outside to India. So India has one of the largest startup ecosystem today in the world, and particularly cities like Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai are known to be the startup hubs. Friends, India aspires to become a $5 trillion economy in few years to come, particularly in 2 years. This is going to be right now we are on the 5th largest economy in the world, and we would like to become the 3rd largest economy of the world in 2 years. It requires, to reach this mark, it needs to evolve many, particularly in the research and innovation. We need to evolve systems and mechanisms to convert the present demographic dividend into high-quality technical human resources and also scientific human resources capable of doing cutting-edge research and innovation and deep tech entrepreneurship. So this is where we need to actually emphasize in our higher education. It is very important and necessary for all of us to adopt new and advanced technologies, but we should also we should not be totally dependent on them. It's always better to adopt them with our skill sets. Friends, as you step, particularly the graduating student, as you step next and most efficient chapter of your life, please remember, you need to continue to skill yourself and upskill yourself. One part is the research and innovation. Another is a major job is we need to do skilling. Friends, today we have close to about 26.5 crore children in the school education. But by the time they come to higher education, hardly about 4.3 crores are remaining. So our gross enrollment ratio is today 28.3. It means out of 100 students, 28.3 students only come to higher education. So rest of them drop out. Where are they going? So we need to skill them at least, even if they are unable to come to higher education. But our responsibility is as a developed nation. See, if you look at in the world, most of the developed nations have more than 85% as the gross enrollment ratio in higher education. Even as per national education policy, if you would like to reach a 50% of the gross enrollment ratio by 2035, we have a lot of responsibility to inculcate or bring in our kids to higher education. Friends, today we have close to 1,100 universities, 45,000 colleges to accommodate these 4.3 crore students. If you want to reach 50% gross enrollment ratio, look at that means we might have to add another 6.5 crore students to the existing 4.3 crores. So we might be needing as many universities what we have today, another 1,000 universities to accommodate all these students. That's a big challenge for the nation. Second is, we need to adopt the digital technologies so that we can teach and make the students through new teaching and learning methods using digital technologies. And today, that's the hope for all of us, actually. We have to do both of it to really reach these numbers, okay? And you might be astonishing. I was just talking to your Vice Chancellor, how many students and how many institutions you have. Savitribai Phule University itself is a huge number of students and affiliated colleges. And more than lakhs and lakhs of students are actually graduating, but that is not enough if India has to be called as a developed nation. Another thing which is really affecting all of us is, friends, in today's rapidly evolving world, the integration of artificial intelligence and other advanced technologies like robotics, AR, VR, data science, all these have become pervasive. They are not the future technology. They are already with you, impacting various aspects of our life, including education, employment, and daily routines. They are actually changing the way we live, we work, and we progress. Consequently, it's very imperative for us, and particularly the youth of the nation, to adapt to these technological advancements with intelligence and agility. Firstly, the workspace or workforce landscape is going to shift dramatically because of AI and generative AI. Automation and AI are transforming industries. They are going to create new job roles while rendering some traditional ones going to become obsolete. To remain competitive, you are forced to acquire the new skills. It's very important for you to adopt for the new skills and particularly acquire digital literacy, understand how artificial intelligence works, and develop skills in coding, data analysis, machine learning, in whichever field you are in, whether you are a social scientist or an engineer or basic science person. Friends, note, even many of us who are sitting on the dais also need to upskill, reskill ourselves. Otherwise, we are not going to be relevant. Let me tell you a story. You know, when I joined AICTE, that same time, ChatGPT also was released. I asked one day ChatGPT a question, what does AICTE does? Because I come from Indian Institute of Science and IITs, I never knew such larger ecosystem of graduates are coming out. See, I went to my convocation after joining, went to Nagpur University, and I asked, how many are graduating today? And he told me 116,000. I was shocked. But here also, such a large number. Similarly, Mumbai University is the largest graduating students. So when I asked this question to ChatGPT poured out 25 pages. So I didn't have patience. I want to be smarter than this ChatGPT because we have created that. So I asked, write a poem about AICTE so that it will be very succinct, very clear, highlighting activities of AICTE. Believe me, in 25 seconds, a beautiful poem of 4 stanzas came in front of me, covering activities on innovation, startups, teachers training, and whatnot AICTE does, including scholarship distribution. If you don't believe me, go and try today. And immediately I wanted to be top on this ChatGPT. So I asked the ChatGPT to write this now in Hindi. A Hindi poem in 25 seconds was in front of me, ladies and gentlemen. Why I am telling you this story? Imagine if I've hired a poet to write a poem about AICTE as chairman of AICTE, he would have taken minimum 3 to 6 months because he needs to understand what AICTE does and then sit down, jot down the points and write the poem, right? So another story I will tell you, I went with 10 vice chancellors to Taiwan. Taiwanese students put up a project in front of me. And then one project caught my attention. That project was he has used the artificial intelligence to compose the music and made a robot to play the music on the guitar. Imagine, every time he showed me the new composition and new music and played by the robot beautifully. Though no plagiarism here. Even in the poem, you ask a second time question, poem will be new poem. So what really shocked me is, that means these were the skills, whether it is music, art, or the poet, these are the skills which could not be acquired so easily. It has to come through your genes. Or your forefather has to be a poet, or your forefather has to be a musician, or if you want to really slog 15 to 20 years to acquire these skills. But look at the machines. These AI machines with speed did it for you in 30, 40 seconds, less than a minute. This is what is worrisome. That's why we say artificial intelligence, generative AI, and quantum computing are going to change the way we live, we work, we think, and do whatever we are doing. Everything has to be changed, and we have to be at that speed, ladies and gentlemen. So imagine a musician has to slog for 10 to 15 years to master the music and compose. Okay? And this machine does it in 40 seconds. Believe me, there will be robots to do the job of agriculturist. Robots will be doing anything you can imagine, very precisely, very accurately, in decades, in several decades, in 10, 20 years. So what is the challenge for our graduating students, or even for many of us who are in this system? The challenge is we need to adapt to the new order. We can't be saying these technologies are ethically wrong and all these. We have to adjust ourselves. Our teaching and learning is going to change completely, ladies and gentlemen, in our universities. The role of teacher is very critical. I was just talking to your Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellor, and they were telling me, sir, the teachers are not there in our institutions. So the role of teachers is going to change, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also tell you, when I was a student in engineering, the final year, the elective you have to take. Even that time also there were no teachers. Because elective was given only one course, that is an elective. Compulsory elective. And I used to take that course, and my teacher used to come to the classroom with a chalk and remember everything. You know, I am talking about an elective course on elasticity. Many of you are engineers here. And he used to write from left to right board 50 minutes non-stop. And we used to very seriously take the notes. Believe me, none of our younger generation will take the notes. They may not be even in the classroom if you do that now. Because they will pull it out immediately on their smartphone. So things have to change. Today's role of a teacher has changed to become a facilitator. Okay? He is not going to teach. He is not going to know everything what goes on. So also, my sincere advice to teachers is, don't ever have any feeling that you do not know. I do not know is a big strength for all of us. If you accept that I do not know and answer the student that I do not know, I will look at it and answer to you. That would save you as well as they will be also, students also will be happy. Because otherwise, if you try to say something, they will pull it out from the internet, or they will not even type. Please understand. They will just speak to the machine, and that will come out and put you in front of it. So education systems are increasingly changing. Technology is taking a major role. Okay? Today, in this world, we have to become very transparent because these machines are faster, quicker than any human beings. And these machines are becoming much more faster through the quantum computing. So ethical implications is one such thing which was bothering the whole society, particularly in the Western world, about the AI utilization. See, if you remember 80s, when computers came in, the entire country was on a strike, particularly the banking sector. I think many of the young people would not have born even that time. So they were on strike saying that these computers are going to take away our jobs. In 2000, Y2K problem came up and everybody was scared. And this, now, not much. There were noises about AI, but noises subsided. And a lot of activities is going on. I would like to tell you, Government of India has put in a lot of efforts to adopt AI into all sectors. I also say in a lighter vein, AI means all Indian. Activities will be mainly from India. There will be a greater contributions. And we'll also watch out, ladies and gentlemen, particularly in the technical and management education. What India has done, we might talk about no teachers, quality is not there, that is not there, this is not there. But what we have done in the last 24 plus maybe 10, 35, 40 years is mind-boggling. We have developed engineers and managers, not just for India, for the whole world. You can see now our engineering graduates are everywhere in the world. You might have seen the successful launch of Chandrayaan, Aditya L1. Who did that? Not from any of the IITs. I was telling you the story of IITs in the research and innovation. They have done a remarkable job, transformed at a higher, brought us higher elevation in the research and innovation. But what they have done is, their numbers are too small, they are nowhere there. I will tell you, IITs actually produce, with now present 23 IITs, 15,000 graduates. How many graduates come out of All India Council for Technical Education's engineering colleges? It's mind-boggling to you. 1.5 million engineers are graduating every year. Okay? So not even 1% of them in our higher education, very called to be excellent institution. I was just talking to Mr. Somnath, Chairman ISRO. I asked him, how many of your scientists are from very premier institutes of India? He said 0. All are from engineering colleges of second and third grade, and his college is also from TKM College of Engineering. It's a private engineering college. Friends, what we have created in the 80s, starting from southern India, particularly in Karnataka, we started these engineering colleges in 1980s, and then Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh, that time United Andhra Pradesh, were started large number of institutions, and the whole country was worried. Oh, very large number of engineering graduates, where they are going to work, where are the jobs, where are the employability? Look at today, all multinational companies have large number of employees from Indian diaspora. And I can very clearly tell you, no company exists with an Indian engineer working in that company. How many engineers we have produced from 1985 onwards? Close to about 3.5 crores engineers. And these are all from what we call ourselves. We are not very confident of telling our institutions are good. But they are very successful engineers, ladies and gentlemen. They are leading the top companies of the world. Whether it is even Microsoft, he is headed by an engineering graduate from Manipal Institute of Technology, which is a private engineering college in Karnataka. So this is the story what we have created. So this is definitely possible to create very research and innovation nation for the whole world. And I've already told you the numbers, how we have progressed. We are the 4th largest paper producing country in the world. We are 4th largest patent producing country in the world. 4th largest PhD producing in engineering and sciences in the world. But all our scientists are all going to across the world now. They are there everywhere. We only came to know when our students go to even Ukraine, only when the war broke out. We never knew that people also will go to Ukraine to study. So there is an aspiration. Every would like to. Why is such a huge fiasco on the NEET? Because our kids are very young and particularly from rural part of India. They are highly talented. They have a fire in the belly. They would like to study. They would like to succeed. An opportunity should be given. This is a challenge for the government of India now, for us, and there is a solution there. That solution is through national education policy. National education policy is such a fantastic policy, which it is not just about multi-exit, multi-entry. That's what I would like to tell you. See, many of them are worried, oh, we haven't implemented multi-entry exit, it is difficult to do. I understand. But that is not at all is important. Let us look at how did we do the public digital infrastructure for the world. See, today, many of us are not using our wallet at all. No rupees. I have not touched my rupee note for a long time now, because I always use the UPI. How many UPI transactions happens in India? 45% of the world's UPI transaction happens in India. That will clearly tell you the nook and corner of the country. Even an illiterate is able to use a smartphone and transfer money and receive money. This is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not just that. During COVID-19, how many vaccinations we have given to our own citizens? Close to 300 crores. But that such large database is created, fine. But how quickly we used to download our vaccination certificate, fraction of a second, even through WhatsApp. My friend in the US was telling me proudly when I visited him, no, I have a vaccination certificate. I said, we also got vaccinated, even though we are a poor country, without waiting in a queue. Okay? And our vaccination certificate is in DigiLocker. And I showed him and he was surprised. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, today as a nation, I think we are the only nation who have created digital public infrastructure at a scale nobody can imagine. Whether it is Ayushman Bharat, even in the Ministry of Education, what we have created called APAR ID. For every student has a unique ID with academic bank of credits attached to it, is going to be the largest. Already we have 28.5 crore students registered on that APAR portal. The day is not very far away when all skill courses, whatever you do, you will get credits. These credits can be put into ABC like a bank account, and the day will come, you can choose your universities and get a degree. And also I would like to advise to the graduating students, your degrees doesn't mean anything today. I'm telling you, in few years, they will not ask you what degree you got from which university. They will ask you what skill you brought on my table. What is that you're going to offer to my company? So the skilling is going to be very critical. Please look at the skilling initiative of the nation. When 2014, the first time, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship was started. 2019, that ministry was given to same minister so that there could be collaborative work between the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Skill Development. Even now also, a minister which is an independent charge for the skill development also works as a Minister of State for the Ministry of Education. What a thought process. So that means skilling is the main focus. Our government is doing a lot of skilling initiative, and we have to skill our young people, not just for India, for the whole world, ladies and gentlemen. So in this ever-changing world with a lot of complexities, with climate change, and you can see whether it is rainfall, whether it is temperature soaring very high, we are definitely, climate change is real in front of us. We need to look at sustainable solutions. That's another very important topic for young people. Sustainability and using the resources also appropriately. So in this area, both imparting education and higher education, AICTE has done a lot of work. Let me also congratulate Professor Sahasrabudhi, who was at College of Engineering, Pune, earlier. Has done a tremendous, lot of changes happened, and we are now taking it to the next level. AICTE courses in emerging areas like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain, robotics, quantum computing, data science. are all the courses AICTE thought much before any of the IITs and Institute of Science started. Please note this. I am speaking as a director of an IIT. I only started data science and artificial intelligence as a new school at IIT Govt in 2021. By that time, there were already graduates in our engineering colleges. So this is the change. So it is not just the top institutions will do things. It is every one of us have to contribute for the nation's growth. AICTE has been taking a lot of initiative in skilling. So we have now just last week we thought, in our schools and colleges, particularly in colleges, engineering and management and other programs, majority of our students are aged between 17 to 19 for a degree. Okay? Undergraduate education is the only strongest in India because 80% of our students, what I talked about in higher education, are in a UG program. Whatever UG program, it may be engineering, basic arts, science, okay? 80% of the students are in UG programs. So all these students need to be skilled by the time they graduate. So the primary goal of our activities should be on skilling, and another one is the research and innovation, which is in the higher education. AICTE has done a lot of work in the innovation sector also. Today, see, when I joined AICTE, there were 7,000 Institute Innovation Councils. Today, we have close to 14,000 Institute Innovation Councils. What these Institute Innovation Council does is encourage students to do experiential learning, doing hands-on. And one other initiative I should highlight is the Smart India Hackathon. Smart India Hackathon was started conducting from 2017 onwards. Every time, the numbers students who are attending these Smart India Hackathons are increasing. Smart India Hackathon has both software edition, 36-hour non-stop software hackathon, and 5 days non-stop hardware hackathon. And the problem statements have come from 45 of our ministries, line ministries. It could be from health, it could be from surface transport, water, Jal Shakti Ministry. Many such problem statements have come, and our young people have solved these problems, and many of these have turned into their own startups. I'm very happy to tell you 6,600 startups have been born out of these activities, Smart India Hackathon today. Okay? More than 10,000 patents have been filed by the young students, and all the patent costs are also paid by AICTE. And recently, we have noticed ourselves that 200 plus engineering colleges, private engineering colleges, also have 200 medical colleges in their own hospitals. So knowing that, AICTE took an initiative, let's actually start interaction together with medical doctors and engineers. Why? Because today, none of the surgery can happen without an engineering knowledge, because they're all highly technology-oriented, robotics and other areas. So we created jointly with partnership with CCAM, Center for Cellular and Molecular Platform, to launch AICTE Inter-Institutional Biomedical Innovation Program, IBIP, which aims to foster interdisciplinary education, research and innovation between engineering and medical institutions. Friends, this kind of initiatives have penetrated now into nook and corner of our institutions. I was very happy whenever I travel outside. I was very happy to see large activities are happening. And the days are not very far away. We will be creating Stanford and Harvard of our institutions in our nation. I'm very happy to tell you there are a lot of activities in innovation, a lot of investment is happening in higher education. So soon we will be driving, and we are going to produce engineers for the world. So lastly, I would like to talk about Vikasit Bharat. Developed India, all of you know, our Honorable Prime Minister keeps telling all of us, developed India is no more a dream, ladies and gentlemen. You could see large amount of activities, whether it is road construction, railway construction, or airports, okay, connectivity, and even market capital's potential is very high. So in this situation, India is leading, and it has become 5th largest economy of the world. And it is growing, and is going to aspire to become the 3rd largest in a couple of years. Maybe in 10 years, we may be in the number 2. That is because gap is very high there. So to do that, innovation and entrepreneurial activity have to be increased. That's where we need to encourage all our young people to look at that option, to create jobs rather than job seekers. We need to turn them. It's not very easy. Startups is not a very easy job. Startup is going to have a failure. And I will tell you, all our people who are from a rural background and in these engineering colleges, nothing to lose. They are going to boldly step into this domain and going to start. Because they're nothing to lose actually. Not our IITs or many will come because they have a very high pay packages. They will run away behind the pay packages. To see the numbers, we need to inculcate this culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in our institutions. And AICTE, through the Ministry's Innovation Council, has done tremendous work. I would urge all of you to look at some of the works what we have carried out there. So India's aspiration under the vision of Vikasit Bharat by 2047 is swiftly progressing towards realization. This vision aims to propel every sector of the Indian economy to new heights, anchored in the foundation of a well-educated populace. So education is going to be very critical. As I told you, if you need to bring another 6.5 crores students by 2035 to meet a 50% gross enrollment ratio, we would be requiring another 1,000 universities to accommodate them or the use of technology. So key reforms during this Amrit Call include our good quality institutions, accreditation, autonomy, implementation of one nation, one data, where the amount of time you spend on mundane administrative should come down. More focus has to be on teaching, learning, research and innovation, and startups and entrepreneurship. So the central part to this Amrit Call, during this Amrit Call vision, is initiatives to impart 21st century skills, foster critical thinking and problem-solving abilities to all our young people, to establish a robust research ecosystem and strengthen industry-academia collaboration in our higher educational institutions. Friends, I am very confident that as a nation, we are progressing well and it will reach the higher heights. So many of you might have seen, before the 16th century, India's gross development product was much higher. We were in the top 2-3, okay? And in 17th century, the Dutch, when they started sailing, took the lead and controlled the whole world. 18th century belonged to British. When they created 100 countries, they started ruling, including us. 19th century belonged to Americans. After 1945, America has progressed very tremendously. But 20th century, briefly, the Chinese were the leaders. After COVID-19, ladies and gentlemen, it is India's time. I'm very, very sure with the kind of growth what is happening, India is going to lead the world. So lastly, to the young graduates, the future is very bright, ladies and gentlemen. And it is yours for the taking. Dream big, work hard, and never stop learning. Continuous learning and self-learning is going to be the key in this decade. The world is waiting for you to make your mark. Your unique talents, perspectives, and passion will contribute to shaping a better tomorrow. Embrace every opportunity with courage and resilience, knowing that the foundation you have built here at Savitribai Phule University will support you in all your endeavors. But one last advice to you is, finally, you have to be a human being in this world of technology. So AICTE offers programs on universal human values. And look at, as a nation itself, what did we learn during COVID-19? It is not about creating large digital public infrastructure. It is not about creating huge, becoming an economical country. But what we did during COVID-19 It is not only vaccinate our 300 crore with 300 crore vaccination, that means 140 crores into 2.5 vaccination. But what is most important is 83 countries we sent our COVID vaccination, particularly from this city. This Pune city has given the vaccination to the almost 83 countries at free of cost that has brought a goodwill, ladies and gentlemen. So giving is also important. It is not very important to become Vishwa Guru. Vishwadata is going to take you much, much higher and topper. With these few words, congratulations to every one of you. Thank you again for patiently listening to me. Namaskar. Congratulations once again to the class of 2024 and all the gold medal winners. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.